Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day, and, of course, let's make it a great night. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those you love. If an agreement doesn't work, change the agreement and create a new one. Use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 7, NASDAQ up 13, S&P's up 2, gold contract up $4, trading at $1,606 an ounce. Silver flat at $27.84. Platinum down $3 at $1,395 an ounce. Copper $3.35 a pound. Light sweet crude up 75 cents at $94.18 a barrel. Bonds down 1.5 trading out at 146.02. Gonna get back to that, baby. King dollar up 19.6 at 82.72, and the euro is down 35 ticks at 122.87. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have? Well, you know what, folks? We have a hunger diet. Big time. The market is on a diet, and the diet is, bottom line, is that there's no volume, and I mean no volume. What do we have today? 475 million. In fact, when I look at the context right now, volume-wise, I'm not quite sure whether I've ever seen it this light. I'm sure I have, but the bottom line, folks, is that this is about as wild as you get. So, what are we still doing? We're still at highs. Okay, so watch. This is how the deal goes here. You have no volume pressing into your highs. That is the bearish implication in a huge way. Now, let me give you the bullish implication. The bullish implication in a huge way. Well, yeah, in a huge way, absolutely. Well, I'm not sure if it's a huge way, but the bullish implication, period, is that you are not backing away from the high that was generated at 14.15, which is the 1st of May, and that's like, okay, you want to go tag it. You know, the larger deal for me is that, hey, we're going downtown. Why? Because each and every time we get down, the volume is there. This baby's hanging up here. And when you hang up here like this, it's pretty intense. Because what I mean by intense there is that bottom line is that when you start going south, it's going to go south very quickly. Dow Industrial, same setup. Dow Industrial's flat market. We've been flat here for 7 days now with absolutely no juice. NASDAQ Composite. What you have inside the composite is this. Composite, flat market, up 13. Composite does 1.5 billion. Bottom line, we should be banging out, 2.2, 2.3 billion. Russell 2000 continues to be the weakest indice of the sectors, of the major sectors. Let's put it that way. Inside the Russell 2000, what do we have? Let's just. Sorry about that, folks. 1 second. Here we go. Inside the Russell 2000. Right now, the Russell's trading out. I was trading up $7 today. Still flat with the rest of the days. 804. Just can't get the traction. So, dollar index. Now, let's go over to the dollar and take a look at the dollar. What we have with the dollar is this. She didn't have a huge amount of volume today. Only 12,000 contracts. Didn't have the price spread. We're at the point in the dollar right now. She had tested the lows about 7 days ago, tested them with lighter volume, starts moving topside. What we need to see in the dollar is wide price spread, accelerated volume. The dollar is now, though, in the higher price range. There's a couple different ranges in this consolidation. It's in the higher price one right now. That says the dollar's going to go make the run for 84.24. We'll see whether it can get the juice when it's up there to bust out into that 89 area. Now we go over to the euro. The euro is just the opposite. It's just the counter of the dollar. The euro is in the lower trading range. The euro wants to make a run for that 120 area. Bonds. Now this is the number. Bonds to me are the number, and this is why. Bonds absolutely go the opposite way of the market. So what do we have with bonds? Now, bonds downtown today, 362,000. Yesterday, you had broken the B point, and you broke it with lighter volume. Bottom line wants lower price. Now, bonds closed today at 146.02. That sets up a lower bond, and this is why. The break topside from the 30th of May broke out from 146.29. Well, right now, we're at the 146.02. So what that sets up, the next layer down there is basically 145.25. Not that that's a huge amount down. You know, it's only 7 ticks down, but bottom line is that if, number one, I think we're going to come down there. But if we come down there, volume hasn't expanded yet. But if volume does expand, then that is saying bonds are going to take a big hit. And if bonds are going to take a big hit downtown, that's in the market is going to break topside. You know, so the divergence is out there. Because see, if you expand with volume going between under this 145.25, what you really do is you take the 145.25, then you take the top of the 153, and you take basically 8 against the 145, and what do you have? You're basically going back to the 138. That's how that's set up. So the divergence that we have is the correlation between the bonds, the market, then the dollar. Okay? When dollar goes higher, market wants to go lower. Market goes lower, bonds want to go higher. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks in a low volume market. Deere company that got smoked out here today. It was down $5 at 78.10. You had Oracle Research up 20 cents. We had Lowe's up 29 cents. Starbucks was up $1.67. We had Staples down 197. Staples is in tough shape. Office Depot looks like they're already going out of business. Staples is basically right behind them. I believe Staples is at a 2002 low right now. Big numbers. Some of the large caps out here, we had ExxonMobil down 20 cents. Oxy was off 86. Big Blue was up 11. Apple. Let's go over to Apple and take a look at Apple. So Apple is holding, of course, the NDX one up. You know, 630 today, no big deal. Couldn't handle the highs yesterday. Google is the number. You know, yesterday, what did Google do? This is going to be amazing, actually, because 674. So Google got over, if we put this up, and I had one of the Tigers give me a hand with this yesterday. That was a beautiful thing. Okay. So we put this up on a monthly basis, and what the number was, unbelievable, and it did it today. This was so cool. So yesterday, folks, well, 2 days ago, I was looking at Google, and we said, okay, you know, you get a small ABC up, it's going to break this thing, but bottom line is that yesterday we got a call, and we're going through this chart, and it was really cool, because on January of 2012, Google had hit 670. Now, it had 670 there with 73 million shares, okay? And right now, you're only going up there at 22 million, and we're halfway through the month. Gets better than that, though. You're going into the downdraft from 697 with 157 million. Well, guess what? Google got over that price point today, and that price point that we're talking about is the 670.25. It went to 674.25. It closed underneath it. Now, if that closes underneath it at the end of this month, it doesn't look like it's going to have the volume, not even close. That's a failure. That failure on a swing like that, when you've been consolidating since December of 29, is a monster failure. And it may be that Google is going to do the talk, walking, and squawking, cracking this market. Particularly now, watch how deviant this would be. Google's moving, has some strength on the dailies, but you got to pay attention to the longer portion. You look at the dailies, the weeklies, the monthlies. The monthlies rule the larger portion, and that would be a major failure. We have a major failure like that. You can't bust it up. Guess what? It wants to go bust it down. And that would be quite a consolidation. But that's the consolidation it's been in, meaning it's been in a consolidation from 670 to 430, going all the way back to 2009. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in y'all world. In the world of the markets, folks, we had the Dow down 7. NASDAQ was up 13. S&Ps are up 1. We're going to be right back.